quick thinking ever saved your life? When I was 19, I worked the night shift at a 24-hour gas station just off the highway. Not the safest job, but the pay was decent, and I needed money for community college. One Tuesday night around 2 a.m., this beat-up blue Honda pulled in. Nothing unusual there. We got all kinds of people stopping for coffee or snacks on long drives. The guy who came in looked normal enough, maybe mid-30s, wearing a baseball cap and a faded red hoodie. He grabbed a Coke from the fridge and came to the counter. "Just this and $20 on pump 3, he said, not making eye contact. I rang him up, but when I looked outside, I noticed something weird. There was no car at pump 3. His blue Honda was parked way over by the air pump, out of view of our security cameras. My stomach tightened up. Something felt off. As I handed him his change, he suddenly grabbed my wrist, hard. "Listen carefully," he whispered. "I need all the cash in the register. Don't press any buttons or I'll hurt you." My first instinct was to just give him the money. That's what they train you to do. But then I noticed his other hand kept fidgeting in his pocket. Was there a gun? A knife? That's when I remembered something my manager Mike had taught me. Our register had a silent alarm button that looked exactly like the void transaction button. Press it twice, and it alerts police without the person knowing. Okay, I'll give you the money," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "Just please don't hurt me." I opened the register like normal, but deliberately hit the wrong button first. "Sorry, my hands are shaking," I apologized, pressing the void button twice. The guy was getting impatient. "Hurry up!" he hissed. As I started putting cash in a bag, I remembered another trick Mike had shown me. If I left a $20 bill sticking out slightly from the drawer, it would trigger the security camera to start recording directly to the cloud, not just the local system that thieves sometimes stole. My hands were trembling for real now as I grabbed the bills, making sure to leave that $20 peeking out. "Is this your first time?" the guy asked, weirdly casual while watching me stuff money in the bag. That threw me off. Why would he ask that? "First time what?" I replied without thinking. He actually smiled. "First time being robbed. You seem scared, but calm." I don't know why, but something about how he said it made my skin crawl worse than the robbery itself, like he was enjoying my fear. That's when I heard a car door slam outside. The guy spun around, startled. I took a chance. "That's my manager," I lied. "He always comes by to check on me around 2:15. The robber's eyes darted to the door, then back to me. "You're lying." "Why would I lie? Look at the schedule." I pointed to our shift schedule posted by the coffee machine. Mike's name was there for the morning shift starting at 6 a.m., but the robber wouldn't know that. He hesitated just long enough for me to press the real silent alarm button under the counter. "Fine, give me what you've got now," he demanded, grabbing the bag. As he turned to leave, I noticed something that made my blood run cold. There was a small strip of duct tape on his hoodie sleeve, and underneath it, I could see what looked like a hospital bracelet. The bell over the door had barely stopped ringing when I locked it behind him. Through the window, I watched him rush to his car, then freeze. There was a police cruiser pulling into the lot, just a regular patrol stopping for coffee, but the robber didn't know that. He panicked, ran behind the building, and disappeared into the woods behind our store. When the cops came in, I told them everything. They found the guy 2 hours later, hiding in a drainage ditch. Turns out he'd escaped from a psychiatric facility that morning. In his car, they found duct tape, zip ties, and printed directions to 3 more gas stations with female night clerks. The detective later told me that by leaving that $20 bill out, I'd captured the clearest image of his face they'd ever seen in a robbery case. And my lie about the manager scared him enough that he left before he could do whatever else he'd planned. I still work nights sometimes, but never alone. And I always trust that feeling when something seems off.